Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. In this video, I am clearly rocking my black costume. A subscriber of the channel hooked me up a couple of weeks ago with this awesome tank top. Most people know that I don't wear sleeves, so t-shirts are cool, but tank tops are even better. So I had to throw it on for this video in which I'm going to be showing you some amazing Spider-Man comics. Not necessarily black costume, but definitely some amazing Spider-Man comics. So a subscriber, a different subscriber from the t-shirt, reached out to me and said, Reg, I know that you're working on your run of Amazing Spider-Man. I have some books in my collection and I'm willing to offer them up to you. Not for free, but for sale, not a problem. We were able to have a discussion, a little bit of back and forth around which books I needed, which books he had. We were able to come to an agreement that I would basically pay FMV from Go Collect. And you can't argue with that. You can't be mad at FMV prices. So we were able to come to some terms. We exchanged some money. The books arrived. And I want to show you some of those books. But the subscriber, who I didn't want to tell his name because I forgot to get his permission before this video. So if you watch this and it's you, go ahead and identify yourself and I will give you a shout out in the comments. But not only did I buy a couple of books from him, but he also sent me a couple of books as well. So I want to share those books with you as well. So the two books that I actually picked up are two slabbed books. And I normally don't buy Amazing Spider-Man books that are slabbed. I prefer to find them raw in the wild. But again, the prices for these books were great. The grades were pretty solid. And so I couldn't necessarily say no to what was being offered. The first book, Amazing Spider-Man number 17. And I actually picked this one up at a 3.0. And it is a really, really nice copy of this book featuring the cast of characters that is in Spider-Man's life. So we have also the second appearance of the Green Goblin and also the Human Torch. Definitely a really cool book. It is a hard book to find in the wild, which is why I wasn't able to get it before. I actually don't think I've ever seen this one in the wild. So definitely pleased to have this book. Part of the reason why it does have a lower grade is because there's a water stain right here in the middle, and then it also has a subscription crease that runs the entire length of the book. Not sure if this book was ever pressed, but you know, I'm not even sure how much a press would improve it given the subscription crease, the water stain on the front, and then some of the stains on the back. Again, hard book to find. I could already get it graded. It was a hard one to kind of walk away from despite some of what you are seeing here on the back. If I see one in the wild, just happen to see one that actually is in better shape, I may pick that one up and then find this one a new home. But for right now, this book is greatly appreciated. So that's the first book. The second book that I want to show you is one that I found in the wild several times. And every time I find it, it is jacked up. I mean, it is honestly jacked up. So with the first one, I was like, you have to go for this one as well. This is a really cool. I love this cover. I love it. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 39. And I actually picked up the variant of 800, Amazing Spider-Man 800, because it was basically a homage to this one right here. This is Amazing Spider-Man 39, where Norman Osborn is revealed as the Green Goblin. It is also the first John Romita Spider-Man art in the title. Definitely a really, really cool book right here. Absolutely love this book. Backside looks as good as the front side. And again, this one's a 5.0. Not sure if this book was ever pressed. I would have to take a closer look at it, but it definitely is a really nice copy of an awesome book. So some of the other books that were actually given to me with purchase, which I also appreciate, is this one right here. It's a little bit of a beater copy. Who cares? It is Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 7, a book that I needed for my run. So I'm definitely appreciative of that. It is a square-bound book. It is a little rough, but to be honest with you, the colors of this book are not bad. It's an older book, a little beat up, but again, the colors are fantastic. So we have that one. And then he also threw this one in. And he threw this in for a couple of reasons. Because of my love for Marvel, this is a stack of DC books, but because I also love Jim Starlin, who in my opinion transcends, like a couple of other creators out there, transcends Marvel and DC. Jim Starlin is one of those guys. So it is Jim Starlin and Mike Mignola's work on Cosmic Odyssey. It's actually the entire run. It is book number 1, book number 2, and I've actually started to read this already. Book number 3, and then lastly, book number 4. As soon as I unboxed this, I literally started reading issue number 1 online. So definitely some cool books. I am very appreciative of this subscriber for reaching out to me, giving me an opportunity to pick up some really cool books that I needed for my collection, and then also sending me a couple of other books that expand my horizon. You can't be mad at that, right? So anyway, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If for some reason you have not yet subscribed to this channel, I definitely want to encourage you to do so. That way you can stay abreast of all the content that I release on a weekly basis. If you like podcasts, I'm also available on iTunes, Google Play, iHeartRadio, etc., etc. So if you like podcasts, check me out there as well. If you need to reach out to me, feel free to do so at Regie Collects on Instagram and RegieCollects@gmail.com. Take care.